You go to a bank, you expect a certain feature, you expect certain services from them, and you expect them to deliver them consistently. When you go to an ATM, if it's not working, whoa, it's not working, this is crazy. You know, if you go to another ATM and it's not working, I'm not staying with this bank, I'm going to move to another bank. You know? How quick does it take to move from one bank to another? I have all my accounts with this bank. How quickly can I move over there? How much work do I have to do? Nothing. I make one phone call and the bank will hire somebody, they will give somebody a job to move all of my accounts. I was going to say all my money, but I have a mortgage, so they're going to move the hole in the ground that is my mortgage, and they'll move it over to another account, over to another bank. You know, if I want to change my phone provider, just go to the local shop, 20 euros, there it is. My connection has changed. If I want to change the conditions on my credit card, one phone call, the change is made. You know, every industry on the planet has come to this level, this understanding. The consumer wants services, and they want the services quickly. They want a product, they want to be able to evaluate it, they want choice, they want efficiency, and they want it delivered yesterday. So this has got nothing to do with the internet. This is only customer choice. Like wealth. Like in the past, you would carry around a bag full of gold. It had value. You know, it's kind of heavy. It was easier than carrying, but still, it was value. You know, today when I pull out, my 10 euro note, that does not have 10 euros of value. It represents wealth. Yeah, not much, but it represents something. You know, it doesn't have value in itself. This is virtualization. We're hiding complexity. Carrying around a big bag of gold is not very efficient. It's kind of heavy. This virtualizes my money. This allows me to represent my wealth in a simple way. This is cloud money. My Visa card. You know, in Ireland today, and I suspect the same here, I have a credit card, I have a debit card. I can go anywhere. I can go to any shop. I don't need to bring cash anymore. I don't even need to bring my virtual money. I can go in, I can purchase anything I want with this cloud money. Like Visa does not have a box with money inside it for me. You know, it's a representation. It's accessible anywhere. So, you know, that's one little small example of virtualization and cloud. What do you think of my idea? Like it's got nothing to do with internet. It's more about service delivery. Am I talking crazy? It's okay? Okay, one guy says I'm not talking crazy. I'm happy. Now, where is IT? What about the IT world today? Which side are we? Are we making things manually? Are we completely automated? What do you think?
More or less manual.
More or less manual. You know, you get a physical server and you put it into your network and you connect the two together. Brilliant. You get a virtual server, what do you do with it? You connect it to storage. It's a logical connection, but you're still connecting. And you're going to hang on a second. So I had a physical server and I had to connect it. Now I have a virtual server and I still have to connect it. I still have to back them up. I still have to keep them updated and replicate them and all these kind of things. Well, where's the benefit of virtualization? You know, the idea of virtualization has come out and everybody thinks it will solve every problem. You know, have you spoken to a VMware sales rep recently? You know, okay, number one, they don't wear a tie, so they're too cool. Yeah? So VMware's cool, we know this, we're very happy about that. But no, the VMware rep, he says, look, if you buy VMware, there is no physical limits with VMware. That's saying a lot, you know. If you go into the data center, there's your physical limit. There's a box with cables. There is physical limits, you know. When we look at IT, we can see that we're, you know, virtualization and all of this cool stuff, we're still connecting things together, like, you know, cables and backup is added and replication is added, and There's different vendors and there's different standards. How do we get to this level of maturity? How do we do the same thing as every other industry on the planet? How can we get to fast service delivery, efficient service delivery? How can we do that? There's two things that will help us. One is automation and the other is standards. Every other organization on the planet knows this already. Take the car companies. They know everything about automation. You know? Do you have the expression, in English we have an expression, a Monday morning car? Do you have the same expression?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, so some people do. I have a car myself. It's a Monday morning car. But the idea was that, you know, 20 years ago, a lot of cars were built. You know, there was a lot of people building cars. So you know, the first car. You know, the guy goes in on Monday morning and you see, you know, he's been drinking the night before, and he starts building the car. And you know, it takes a little bit longer, and he misses one of the bolts, and he doesn't tighten it properly. And you get this car that comes out like this. You know, and it's like, what's wrong with the car? By 11 o'clock on Monday morning, he's moving a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, every car now that's coming out, it's okay. It's the same kind of quality. So Monday morning car or Friday afternoon. Yeah, the Friday afternoon cars, he's going like this. You know, just gets it out. That idea, that concept, that word, that phrase, the Monday morning car, it's gone. We don't use it anymore because, you know, cars are pretty consistent today. You know, most cars are mass produced. You know, are they all produced to the same quality? No. But they're all produced to a quality level. So if you want a superb car, you buy a kind of a high quality car. If you want a cheaper car, you get a cheaper car, but you know, it will drive, it will do everything, it'll just be a lower level of quality. You know, it might break down more often, it won't have the same performance. If you want a Ferrari, you know, you buy a Ferrari. If you have a reason to, does anybody here have a Ferrari? No? Not even a small one? No?
Not yet.
Not a small one, you had a small one too. I don't have a Ferrari either. I've had several Monday morning cars. It's just the way I do it. But, you know, every other industry, every other car manufacturer is automating. So they have robots and, you know, they're building the car. I often use Toyota as an example. Okay? Maybe not the best example, but let's use Toyota as an example. Toyota produces cars at a level of quality. Now, I always thought that Toyota cars were a very high level of quality. It turns out that there's some problems with their quality. Okay? I don't know what the problem is, but either way, if you go to the Toyota factory and they say, we need to fix this problem, these cars have a problem, how do we fix it? You don't change the robots. You don't change the site. You change the software on the robots. You change the policy. And suddenly the quality goes up. So how fast? Like, think about it now. Previously I'd have to train people, change the tools, change the factory. It would take months to change my level of quality. And even then I'd have Monday morning and Friday afternoon. With this, I find the problem, I fix it. That's it, it's done. So hopefully Toyota will raise their quality soon. I'm not saying anything bad about Toyota, okay? They're great cars, I have one myself. But the key here is if they want to change quality, it is easy to do. If they want to deliver a new service or a higher level of service, it is easy to do. More importantly, at the moment we've got the Toyota Corolla. It's still very, very, very popular. If Toyota decide no more Corolla, from now on we will make Toyota Prius. They're not going to change the factory, they just change the software. So you get Corolla, Prius, 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 Prius.